I will tell you, I taste things different. I can smell, like, dude, I can smell with my neighbor smoking weed now, and I could never smell it before. I'm like, oh shit, Warren just like fired up. Like, it's like, because when you smoke weed, 99% of what you're smoking is not getting you high. You know, you're trying to get the THC chemical, but there's all this other shit that is in the way. So that's what, you know, it's not as bad as smoking cigarettes, but it's like, it's still a lot of plant material. You know what I mean? And, you know, like my tongue used to...
They say, like, I think it's like within hours, like technically like 48 hours, but they say taste comes right back to you.
Dude.
And stuff. And it was like, I remember reading the chart of like, everything was broken down in by the hours of what comes back.
Yeah, and what it leads to, okay, one of the reasons that people oversalt and eat more sugar is because, like I said, their taste has been dulled by the smoking. So that leads to, you know, like you're more likely to go to extremes. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm like, that makes sense. That's why my dad salts his salt. I was like, he hasn't tasted food in it forever.
I would put money on it. And every time he puts salt on food at the dinner table, you need salt to survive.
Yeah.
You can't live without salt.
Yeah.
Like
Or
he forget exactly. It's one specific saying though.
He also goes into how it was the original currency. You ever heard that line about how before money, people traded salt? Which is probably true, but it's still, it's not anywhere relevant to your argument here about why you're salting like saltines. Yeah, like these are saltines, Dad. They have salt on them. It's not. Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm trying to think of the last thing he salted that was offensive. Yo. Brian, look at this coming down the thing. Is that a snapping turtle? Yeah.
Probably just came up from the other side.
Dude, I almost had an encounter. Like, I was like...
I thought it was a beaver at first. You know, he was running.
Jesus, dude. Like, if I had just pulled up, dude, that thing would have just rolled up on me.
It was on its way up.
Jesus Christ. Fucking rolled up by a turtle. Caught lacking by a turtle. I can't explain that to my black friends, dude.
Right here, too. I could see him. He's swimming right up towards, going towards where my lure was. He's about to surface.
Well, you better...
What I see is this.
You better move, bro. Yeah. He's pretty big. I seen bigger, but...
He's a good size one.
He's a good size. He's moving for his size. He moves like Warren Sapp out here. He's fucking moving.
He's coming. He's about to pop up.
Defensive end. Yeah, pop up. Get away from the boat launch, sir. I don't even have my shoes on. You would have took my toe off.
He's literally right there.
Don't catch him.
No, he's starting to go that way.
I caught one at Hoadley's once. Fucking went after my rooster tail. I thought I had the biggest fish in the fucking hole.
I had that happen to me when I worked at the plant nursery.
Oh man.
They were gonna drain one of the ponds, so I went over to catch as many fish as I could. There's another pond right on the other side.
Yep.
And I was gonna catch them and put them in the other pond.
Yep.
And I got snagged on something. I had a jig on, and I got snagged on something, but it was moving. So I thought it was just one of the big. I was in the bigger plant section, like they call it the woodies, like bushes and stuff.
Yep.
So I thought it was one of the pots that just flew into the lake and sank.
Ah.
And I'm pulling it up and pulling. And finally the thing surfaced, and it was a snapping. It was probably like this big around, just looking at me. But luckily he just clamped the lure. So when I pulled him to the surface, his mouth opened and the lure came out. Because I was like, as soon as I saw it, I started to reach for my pliers. So I'm like, I'm cutting this.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm getting that out of it.
No, yeah, I was
Before he was gonna even attempt it.
Yeah.
So luckily, like I said, he just opened his mouth and the jig came out.
I remember I caught a huge pickerel at Hoadley's Pond. I was there by myself, no camera, no nothing. I was like, no one can see this. Maybe a couple people that drove by. That was it. I'm gonna make a video before we move up here where I fish Hoadley's one last time for nostalgia. I'm not leaving without catching a bass, I'll tell you that. I gotta catch one more bass out of Hoadley's pond for good measure, yeah.
Before you move.
Yeah. Dude, I can't believe people live in our house.
Live in what?
In that 169 West Street, like.
Oh, I went by there. I saw that.
I can't believe people.
Actually, when I was going to my uncle's house, I was behind a car and they pulled up the driveway.
Really?
Yep, it was a truck, I think.
Yeah, there's a car and a truck. Yeah.
Was it a black truck?
Yeah, it's dark. I remember.
I think, yeah, that's what I remember.
Probably a Chevy. I think there's people living in your house too.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go up Main Street. I just went down your old road to get to my uncle's house. He lives over on Manners Avenue.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Where my first house I ever lived in is now just somebody's camper that's parked and living in. 'Cause it was a trailer when we lived in it. But they tore that thing down.
I was just gonna walk up out of here, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, so I gotta go sideways. Yeah. Froggy went a courting, and he did right on home. There we go. Use the paddle for leverage. What?
I sent that picture of this to my girlfriend. That's gross. Don't send me those. Well, if I had to feel it, you have to see it.
It's like, keep your trauma to yourself, bro.
Don't you want to know that I'm okay there?
Oh, that's fine. Knowing and seeing are two different things. The old paddle trick works every time. Whenever I tell people to go, I'm come fishing in the kayak, they're always worried, like, oh, you're gonna tip over. I'm like, nope.
Grab these now.
The only time you can tip over is getting in and getting out.
Yep.
I go any other
Watch
time.
that one lure at the bottom there.
Any other time, unless the weather. I mean, that's also.
Yeah. But that's also, and unless there's no forecast for bad weather, it's mostly your fault.
Oh, definitely. We got to put up a sign, a turtle crossing sign here.
Made it better for him.
Fuck yeah, dude. He couldn't go so fast before.
He was moving too. That's why I thought it was a beaver.
Dude,
I guess going downhill.
I saw it, like, I was very close too. I was like about to land, and then like I seen it. I'm like, okay.
I saw you said something, and I heard it, and I looked over. I thought it was a little beaver coming down. But then, no, I saw the shiny shell, and I was like, oh, that's a snapper.
The fuck?
And it seems like they could stand up higher than other turtles.
Wouldn't doubt it, dude.
Because that one I saw crossing the road, he looked like he was like 4 or 6 inches off the ground from his stomach.
Oh yeah, their legs are long. Well, they swim,
Well, that's why they say grab them by their tail, because you try to grab them on the sides of their shells, they can reach around.
Oh yeah, I bet. I was telling that guy I met the other day, I was like, yeah, I wanted a bass boat my whole life. And like now I could buy one and I never would. like I could totally buy one, no fucking way. I was like, that's like having a child.
Yeah.
Why the hell would I want to do with that? It's fucking responsibility, dude.
Into your pocket.
Well, that too, but like, forget that. Like,
I'm not even talking about the price of buying it, just maintaining them.
empty my time. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, that's like a part-time job. No thanks.
That's why I hate having a swimming pool.
Oh, that's maintenance. Yeah.
Every day I have to go do something.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Every day.
Yeah.
I have to at least go out and turn the filter on. If not, clean all the baskets and then take apart the filter, clean the main filter, make sure fucking chemicals are in. Not well, we don't use chemicals in our pool.
Well, like chlorine or something, right?
I have chlorine tablets that we put in the skimmer basket.
Right. Yeah.
But I have this thing called a Flowtron, and it has like a little solar panel on the top of it, and then it has a copper rod that floats in the water that does like an ionized thing.
Okay. Okay. More of a natural approach there.
That keeps the water clear.
That's cool.
So the only bad thing I do is obviously in the very beginning is shock the pool.
You have to, yeah.
Because we don't cover our pool for the winter or anything.
Yep, that's like a boat. You're right, a pool. Oh yeah, I remember my dad had. He always had
I
something.
tell my girl every day I walk out there to go turn the filter on, I go, damn it, it's still fucking here.
Pool boy.
Fucking hate it.
Pool boy. Dude, I remember everyone came into our pool.
Oh, I know.
It was like Club Med.
Yep. That was how we got away without our parents having to shower us. And we thought we were just going swimming, but no, it was, yeah, we got to go swimming, but then they didn't have to bathe us
Yeah,
all the time.
didn't have to go into the shower.
Nope, let chemicals clean them. I didn't care at the time.
Nope. I'm sad about it.